That is the end of Part 1. You now have 1 minute to check your answers to Part 1. Part 2.
You will hear a talk given to a group of international students about banking. First, you have some time to look at questions 11 to 17. Now, listen carefully and answer questions 11 to 17.
Hello! Wow! Nice to see all you international students here today. Thanks for coming. I'm Penny from Finance. I wasn't expecting so many. They told me 30, but there must be at least 50. Anyway, for many, if not most of you, this is your first time in Australia. You may find our banking system similar to yours. Anyway, if you have any questions, could you leave them till the end? Okay then. Well, step 1 for most international students is to open an account. Some of you have brought cash over from your country, and having worked with international student accounts for many years, I can tell you that the money often goes missing. Even if only for safety's sake, open a bank account. It's the safest place to put your money. Now in Australia we have 4 main banks, and lucky for you, all 4 are within walking distance of the school. First off, in Scarborough Street we have the United Global Bank, or UGB as we call it. Next we have the International Bank. When you walk into Pacific Plaza, you can't miss the big red sign on your right. The Pacific Bank is located in Key Plaza, just 100 metres down the street, and Town Bank, another international bank, is in Southport Park. Now, one of my jobs in student services is to locate the best bank accounts for our students from the neighbouring banks. I am happy to say that the banks in this area are quite competitive, and I've managed to locate 3 excellent accounts with various pros and cons. The first 2 are from the UGB. Firstly, the EasySaver account is very popular among international students. The reason for this is the low fees and the 10 ATM withdrawals per month. The other account that does well is the Quick Saver. The main reason for this is because once you open an account, there are no fees for the first 6 months. No one wants to pay fees, right? Now, the International Bank has what they call a student savings account. This account has been quite successful among our international students as well, especially for those who need a checking facility. The account offers a checkbook at no additional cost to you. The last of the popular student accounts is a study account, which is offered by Pacific Bank. The main advantage with this one is that the account can be linked to a credit card, which can also be helpful for students.
Before you listen to the rest of the presentation, you have some time to look at questions 18 to 20. Now listen carefully and answer questions 18 to 20.
A lot of people, when they go to a bank to open an account, take with them all sorts of documents. I've seen some students take restaurant bill statements, rental agreements, even video rental cards. Well, these are not suitable for opening a bank account. When it comes to opening an account, just remember the 100-point system. Some items get higher points than others, but basically you can't go wrong with your passport as the primary form of identification. I think that's worth 75 points. Some students have a driver's license. This is a good secondary form of identification and it's worth 30 points. Another one that works well is a phone bill with your address on it. Any of these items will easily get you the 100 points needed to open an account. Okay, that finishes my part of the lecture.
That is the end of part 2. You now have 30 seconds to check your answers to part